Thank you for letting me present this new audit report on the Marketeer's readership. We all like to know what we're really getting when we buy something. With our new readership audit from the Circulation Verification Council, when you buy advertising from the Marketeer, you will know exactly what you're getting. At the market, when you ask for 5 pounds of beef and you see it being weighed, you know you're getting what you're paying for. My purpose today is to show you, with the help of our new circulation and readership report, exactly what the Marketeer provides to its advertisers. When you buy advertising, what you're really paying for is the audience that sees it and pays attention to your message. Direct mail is one of the most effective ways to reach your entire geographic market at one time. The U.S. Postal Service delivers to every address in the United States 6 days a week. You can target certain neighborhoods with your desired demographics, or you can blanket every home in a geographic area. The Marketeer has been using direct mail for over 40 years to reach 99% of the households in the areas we mail to in Livingston and West Oakland counties. In fact, the Marketeer is the largest customer of the Brighton Post Office. To get back to the question, what are you buying when you buy advertising, we have an answer. Our readership audit, just completed by the Circulation Verification Council, verifies that the Marketeer has over 91,000 adult readers every month. And on those 4 months each year that we publish our quarterly Shop and Dine M36 edition, the Marketeer has over 115,000 readers. Picture Michigan Stadium, the largest stadium in the country, with 109,900 seats. In March, June, September, and December, if you brought all of the Marketeer's readers to Michigan Stadium, over 5,000 of them would have to remain standing. The Marketeer's most satisfied clients are those who budget enough to place large, noticeable ads. In our recent November 2014 issue, Heart of Michigan, a small made-in-Michigan specialty store, ran an 8-page glossy section aimed at Christmas shoppers with gifts, gift baskets, and shipping to all parts of the U.S. Our art department did all the photography and design to produce this section, and for an additional $50, we printed an extra 1,000 copies they could use as catalogs to send out to customers.
My customers were so impressed when they saw this. It's something that sticks with them. People are impressed that I'm doing this with the Marketeer. It gives us a certain credibility. This year we did a whole section on our corporate gift baskets, which we've done more corporate business this year than ever before. I think the Marketeer has made a huge difference in that too. Last year we did 5 pages. This year we stepped it up a little bit more and did 8 pages. That's how well it works for us. This year we almost doubled our December business. January, which it's January 30th right now, in January we have already doubled our business. Totally upped my game because it works.
With even the smallest ad, the Marketeer gives you a free ad on our website, www.marketeer.ws. If you're using a smartphone or tablet, you will access our special mobile website that makes the entire magazine available on your device in an easy, indexed, scroll-to-shop format with touch-to-call and Google mapping features to make it easy for customers to call or find you. And there is no app to download. Our website is smart enough to know if you're accessing it with a computer or with a mobile device. Paragraph 6A deals with average website reporting. Something that's substantial is that we have an average of 991 unique IP addresses going to our website on a monthly basis, and they're looking at a total of 27,635 pages. That's an average of almost 23 pages per visitor. This is impressive. The national average is 4.5 pages per visitor. Also, the average time spent on our website is 2 minutes 6 seconds, almost double the national average of just over a minute. The people going to our website are spending a substantial amount of time looking at a substantial number of pages. Paragraphs 7 and 7A show stable circulation numbers over a long period of time. While the average daily newspaper has lost over half of its circulation typically in the last decade, the average free paper has lost less than 1% of its circulation in the same period. So our industry shows stability in our circulation numbers, which you can see in our circulation history going back to 2006. Now let's go to paragraph 10. Currently, CVC audits over 4,000 editions of papers nationwide with a combined total circulation of over 55 million. How does the Marketeer compare with these huge pools of print media very favorably. Random calls to residential and cell phone numbers in our distribution area verified that people are receiving it. But as a free publication, the purpose is to find out if it's being read as opposed to going directly into the recycling or trash bin. CVC interviewed 530 individuals in our distribution area. A total of 426 of those, or 80.4%, told them they read the Marketeer on a regular basis. This is an exceptional score. Essentially, what this score breaks down to is our market penetration. You can jump in your car today and drive down any street in any zip code that we serve, and on average over 8 out of 10 houses on each and every street are reading the Marketeer on a regular basis. That's an absolutely incredible market penetration. The national average is 76.9%, but that includes paid publications, daily publications, and publications in non-competitive market areas. So when you start talking about the fact that the Marketeer is about 5 points above the national average, that is a substantial number. When you start talking about the type of market penetration we have with 8 out of 10 households in a market, it's a market penetration that can't be matched by any other type of media. The average daily newspaper now has less than 30% market penetration, and the average paid weekly paper has less than 20% market penetration. Then you start talking about radio and TV, and with the exception of a few major sporting events each year, there's just a single-digit portion of the population listening to any one radio station or watching any one TV program. So when you start talking about a market penetration like ours, it's a market penetration that can't be matched by any other form of media. This report is full of good information up to this point, but the data you are really interested in is on the last 3 pages. Ultimately, it answers the question about why our readers may be your potential customers. They were asked a series of questions beginning with, do you read the Marketeer? Question number 2 is probably the most important question they are asked, which is, do you frequently purchase products or services from ads seen in the publication? 79.8% of our readers responded that they do. This is another area where we are substantially above the national average. Question number 3 deals with the retention of the Marketeer. How long do people keep it before they discard it? This is important because as a monthly publication, the longer you can keep it in people's hands, the more they can respond to your advertising over a longer period of time. We look at that 1 month response, 25%, and the more than 1 month response, 4%, as the people who are waiting for the new edition to arrive before they throw away the old edition. 48% keep it 3 weeks or longer, which is exceptional because it's a trend we don't see nationally. Question number 4 deals in our readers' gender. This is the first time we've measured this in our research. 39% of our readers are male and 61% are female. This is significant because females make over 80% of the consumer purchases made in the household. If we want to score high on one gender, we want it to be on the female side, and at 61% we certainly are. On the next page, questions 5, 6, and 7 deal with our readers' age, income, and education levels. The Marketeer has had great stability over the years in our readership demographics. You can't have over 80% market penetration and not mirror the marketplace. We've got a slight loss of readers in the very young households and the 18 to 24-year-olds, a slight loss of readership in the more aged households, but between the ages of 25 and 74, we are mirroring the marketplace. What's substantial is the vast majority of consumer goods that are purchased in households between the ages of 25 and 64, where 87% of the Marketeer's readership is located. So our readership is falling right where advertisers will receive the most benefit. Now we come to the most interesting part. Question 8 reviews over 30 product or service categories. These answers will affect you the most over the next year. So many sellers of media advertising walk through your door and talk about themselves, and they talk about their next special section coming out. They talk about their new combo rates, but what I'm talking about is our audience, our readership, and how our readers are your potential customers. That's what question 8 allows us to do. It doesn't mean a lot to walk into a carpet store and tell you that 18% of our readers are going to buy carpet and flooring in the next 12 months, But by using a very simple formula based on our net circulation number, we can talk about the exact number of purchases. And by using your own business financial data or some national averages, we can talk about the dollar volume of those purchases too. So the net circulation of the Marketeer's 2 editions is 69,694. Remember, not all of those are read, so what we have to do is multiply that by our reader multiple of 80%. So the number we get is 56,034. So in any given issue, 56,034 of those copies are being read. That's the number we use for household purchases. A household buys carpet and flooring, a household buys furniture. So for carpet and flooring, we take 56,034, multiply it by 18%, which 18% of the people tell us that they're going to buy carpeting or flooring over the next year. And we know that the Marketeer readers are going to purchase carpet and flooring 10,086 times in the next 12 months. If you multiply that by your average carpet store ticket or sale total, the current national statistics tell us that it's $1,899. So this tells us that the readers of the Marketeer are going to spend $19,153 on carpeting and flooring in the next 12 months. Now we're talking about how much of that $19 million our readers are going to spend does your business want to capture. If you know what your average ticket price is, use your own numbers. We've just reviewed one of these many categories of consumer purchases, and we're already over $19 million in spending by our readers. Of more interest to some of you, 25% of our readers are going to purchase jewelry. That translates into 22,763 people spending an average of $916 per transaction. That's a potential of almost $20 million that our readers are going to spend on jewelry in the next 12 months. The Marketeer's dining and entertainment score is at 86%. That's a very high score. The national average floats at around 75%. Our readers are going to spend $312 million on dining and entertainment in the next 12 months, and that certainly bodes well for our restaurant advertisers. You have to advertise in print. And when we have 80% market penetration and we're reaching the vast majority of households in the community, we're providing tremendous power to bring in new customers. When you do things like social media, you're primarily advertising to your existing base of customers rather than bringing in new people through your door. That's why it's so important to keep that healthy mix of print and other media. We know our readers are planning to purchase what you are selling because they told us so. That's why it's so important that when these 91,055 readers look through the Marketeer, your business has an ad on one of those pages they're turning. People who read the Marketeer are doing so because they choose to open it and they choose to read it. They're reading it to look for things to purchase. That's what makes our form of media a little bit different. They choose to look at it on purpose as opposed to being forced into watching it. Thank you for allowing me to present the Marketeer's gold-plated readership information to you. We're proud of what we have to offer and look forward to helping you to do better marketing.